Carolina, BC coming up this weekend. Adam, hard to get a great feel here. BC has had a very solid season to this point. They are 11-6 overall, 2-4 in conference play. They've been good at home, 7-2 in 9 games. Their only losses at home are a overtime loss to NC State and a 6-point loss to Wake Forest. So 2 competitive games against teams that are right now in the top third of the ACC. Quentin Post is a good player. I've always thought Quentin Post was a good player, and he's just maturing into a really good college big guy, and his numbers are good. I mean, he's averaging right under 17 points, 7.5 rebounds. He leads BC in both those categories. He's their leading shot blocker with better than 2 per game. He's their second leading assist man. He's shooting 50% from the floor. He can step out and hit the three, shooting 44% from there. And he's a good free throw shooter at 83%. So, Adam, a really good player in the post. And I think a lot of BC goes through him. So that will be a matchup, obviously, to keep an eye on. 2 veteran guys who have played against each other plenty of times before in Post and Baycott as they go at it in the post.
Really fun big man battle.
Yeah.
I think the difference is, my impression is Boston College could not withstand it if Quentin Post had an off/bad day.
Yeah, well, he had one against Syracuse a couple weeks ago. I don't think he scored in the game, and he fouled out, and they lost by 10 at Syracuse. So
my point is 100% true then.
Yeah, it's infallible, Adam. Or Alum. Who am I, Kevin
What'd
Stallings?
You say, Kevin Stallings? But I do think Carolina has proven it can withstand the occasional just kind of average performance from Armando Baycott, but you don't want to find that out on Saturday at what apparently is a sold-out Conti Forum. Now, is that just the Boston Carolina Club just taking over the place?
There
Not sure.
are often a lot of Tar Heels traditionally in Conti Forum. This is a game where a lot of Heels show up to support Carolina.
And this is the rare Conti Forum Saturday afternoon game. Typically, this is like a Tuesday at 7 special.
Man.
So it may be a harsh environment. I'm not sure. Or it could be friendly. I don't really know. We'll see when we get there. Can't wait to find out.
Conti Forum. It's been a while since we've been there. Last time the Tar Heels played there, it was like January 2nd of 2022. Carolina won huge. Somebody got hurt early in that game. Dawson Garcia got hurt early, and that was when Brady Manick kind of moved in to the starting lineup.
Remember those guys?
Remember those guys? Dawson Garcia's still playing.
I thought that the other day. I think he was hurt and wasn't going to play, and I thought, wait a second.
I think he's Minnesota's leading scorer.
I think he is too. I think he's having a good year. That's good.
Yeah.
Boston College doesn't turn the ball over much, doesn't shoot many free throws. So Carolina doesn't want to weirdly start fouling and give them free points, make them earn their offense.
Why are you weirdly fouling, Carolina?
Sometimes Carolina does weirdly foul.
It has been an odd year in that regard. Hubert Davis has brought that up several times. And I think there were a couple really good examples, Clemson and State here recently, where had Carolina just not fouled so much in the first half, they probably would have had a pretty sizable advantage. So, and I'll be interested to see if Carolina's defense bounces back. I didn't think Carolina played bad defense, even with Louisville with those really good percentages. I thought they hit a lot of difficult shots. Hubert Davis did not agree with that. He did not feel like his team played well. Obviously, his eye for defense and what his team is doing is going to be sharper than mine. So how they bounce back defensively will be, I think, worth keeping an eye on. Because remember, yes, Post, but there's, Jaden Zachary still there, hanging out, his mom hanging out with Susan Youd at the ACC tournament. They're like, should we stay at BC another year? Yes, I got to party with this Youd lady again. Devin McLaughlin, was there a season ago. He's averaging double figures. Claudel Harris, don't know him. He must be a transfer. What?
How do you do, Claudel? I'm Jones.
Yeah, hey, nice to see you, bud. Remember, they've got Donald Hand Jr. So, they've got – I think BC is an okay team. I don't think they're a great team, but I don't think they're a bad team. Carolina has to go play.
Are they as good as Central Florida?
Well, nobody can get through that gauntlet of the Big 12. Except, hold on, I'd like to do a little what up, Adam. Wes Miller. Wes has got his team. He's had a really tough stretch with Cincinnati as far as the travel and the opponents. And I don't think they're a final product yet, but man, his team goes hard now. They will fight you.
Got a big win against TCU this week at home. TCU had been playing really well, and Cincinnati beat them. And Cincinnati people sneakily really like their basketball. The home Big 12 games for them have been great environments, close games, well-played games, and any Wes Miller team is going to be tenacious.
Adam, I'm going to read a couple names, and I want you to tell me if you think if I'm making these up or if these are BC players or not.
Well, if you're reading them, I feel like.
Well, but I might throw in a placebo here is my point.
Oh, okay. So BC player or made up person.
Yeah, I'm going to give you 4 names.
Okay.
Okay. Fred Payne, Elijah Strong, Armani Mighty, Jack Didana.
Okay. Jack Didana is a BC player.
That's correct.
Okay, good. The Mighty guy, he's made up.
Adam, I'm sorry. All 4 of those are BC players.
What?
I fooled you. Man. So, Carolina, BC coming up this Saturday. It's the only meeting of the year with Boston College. So, it's just one of those games where you just got to go do it. If you the Tar Heels feel like you are the best team in the league or in that discussion, which I think right now the Tar Heels certainly are in that discussion, you got to go and win this game. It's not going to be easy, but you got to go win it.
And if you in any way sneak one look at Wake Forest, which is coming quickly, you could easily lose this game.
That's a tough turn. Those Saturday Mondays are tough. And who do we say? Wake is at home against Louisville on Saturday. They play, I think, the same time as the Tar Heels. No, they play at noon.